Hey, what's up? This is VJ Villafuerte and ngayon matututo tayong mag-solve ng mga word problems at sisimulan natin yung series na ito sa age problems. So ito yung mga nababasa nyo na if Alice is 5 years older than Bob, tapos in a few years, ganito na yung magiging ages nila. Yan, I'm sure familiar na kayo sa mga ganong statements. So, paano nga ba tayo nagsosolve ng mga age problems? Meron akong 5 simple steps na pwede nyong sundin para ma-solve nyo ang kahit anong age problem na ma-encounter nyo. Unang step, pumili kayo ng isang reference person. Yung reference person natin, yun yung gagawin nating X. At kahit sino naman sa problem ay pwede nyong gawing reference person, pero para mas mapadali yung pag-solve nyo, mas maganda na ang reference person nyo is yung youngest na person na nasa problem. So for example, if a father is twice as old as his son, yung son doon yung gagawin nating x at yung father yung gagawin nating 2x. Mas madali yon kaysa sa yung father yung gagawin nating x kasi that would mean that the son would be x over 2. And generally, mas mahirap di ba tayo mag-deal with fractions compared sa whole numbers. Number 2, once na makapick na kayo ng reference person, i-relate nyo yung all other people sa person na yon. So for example nga, if a father is twice as old as his son, yung son yung gagawin nating x at yung father yung gagawin nating 2x. Isa pang example, if Alice is 5 years older than Bob, si Bob yung gagawin nating x at si Alice yung gagawin nating x plus 5. Ngayon again, dito rin advantageous na yung reference person natin yung pinakabata kasi generally, 'di ba mas madali sa ating mag-add kaysa sa mag-subtract. Kapag ang gagawin nating reference person ay si Alice, that would mean na si Bob yung magiging x minus 5. And again, 'di ba, mas madali sa atin mag-add. Dito rin sa step na to, pwede tayong gumawa ng table para ma-relate lahat ng persons sa problem natin at turo ko sa inyo later kung paano gumawa ng table. And step number 3 is to make an equation based on the problem. So, basahin nyo ulit yung problem at i-relate nyo lahat ng mga nasulat nyo sa table. Mag-form kayo ng equation. And step number 4 is isolve nyo. Gamitin nyo yung algebra skills nyo to solve for x. Now, once na-solve nyo na lahat ng ages, meron pa tayong step number 5 and that is to check. Check nyo kung yung mga nakuha nyong sagot make sense. I-plug in nyo ulit sila sa problem and make sure nyo na masasatisfy niya yung sinasabi doon. So, yun yung 5 simple steps on solving age problems. Try natin gamitin sila in solving some examples. So, try natin itong first problem. If the present age of Peter is 3 times that of Paul, and in 5 years, Peter's age will be twice that of Paul's age, what are their current ages? So, again, ano yung unang step natin? Pumili tayo ng reference person. And again, yung reference person na yun ay yung pinakabata sa set of people sa problem. In this case, yun si Paul. Kasi sinabi sa problem na si Peter daw ay 3 beses na mas matanda kay Paul. So, si Paul yung gagawin nating X. And then si Peter naman yung gagawin nating 3x. And dito na tayo magko-construct ng table ngayon. Yung unang column natin would be yung present ages nila or tatawagin nating T for time. Now, gagawa tayo ng isa pang column based sa time frames na nakasabi sa problem. Ano pa ba yung naka-mention doon? In 5 years. So, ang ibig sabihin yung second column natin ay T plus 5. Now, dito natin ilalagay ano ba yung mga ages nila at 5 years. And di ba simple lang yon kasi mag-a-add lang tayo ng 5. Si Peter magiging 3x plus 5 at si Paul naman magiging x plus 5. Ngayon, tapos na nating i-construct yung table. Punta na tayo sa step 3. Ang step 3 natin is to form an equation. Again, basahin natin yung problem. Peter's age will be twice that of Paul's age. So, sa time frame na ito, yan, sa t plus 5 na time frame, yung age daw ni Peter ay twice that of Paul's age. Try natin gumawa ng equation using that statement. Yung age ni Peter na 3x plus 5 is twice that of Paul's age. So, 2 quantity x plus 5. Now, after that, yung next step natin is to just solve yung ginawa nating equation. So, 3x plus 5 is equal to 2. Quantity x plus 5, yan, i-distribute lang natin yung 2 sa right-hand side. Magiging 2x plus 10. And copyhin natin yung left-hand side. And that's it. After that, magta-transpose na lang kayo para mahanap yung x. Transpose natin yung x dito, magiging x is equal to 10 minus 5. This is 5. Now, next, sagutin na natin yung question. Ano daw yung age ni Paul? This is x or 5. Ano naman yung age ni Peter? 3x or 15. Now, step number 5, i-check natin. Basahin ulit natin yung problem and try nating i-plug in yung nakuha nating sagot to see if tama talaga yung answer natin. If the present age of Peter is 3 times that of Paul, tama naman. Si Peter na 15 years old ay 3 times na mas matanda kay Paul na 5 years old. And in 5 years, Peter's age will be twice that of Paul's age. Try nating i-compute yung age nila after 5 years. Si Peter magiging 15 plus 5 or 20. Si Paul naman magiging 5 plus 5 or 10. Tama rin kasi si Peter ngayon is twice as old as si Paul. So that means tama yung sagot natin na si Peter ay 15 at si Paul ay 5 years old. Now, try naman tayo ng isang mas complicated na problem. Sige, next. Alex, Ben, and Charlie have ages that are consecutive integers. 4 years ago, the sum of their ages was 60. How old are they now? So this time, tatlo na yung people na nasa problem natin. Try pa rin tayong mag-construct ng table. So si Alex, si Ben, tsaka si Charlie, yan ABC. First step pa rin natin is to choose yung reference person. Pero sa problem na ito, wala actually naka-indicate kung sino yung pinakabata or sino yung pinakamatanda. So assume na lang natin na interchangeable yung ages nila. Assume din natin na si Alex yung pinakabata. So Alex is X, tapos nakasabi sa problem na consecutive integers daw yung ages nila. That means yung next person, si Ben, mag-add lang tayo ng 1. At si Charlie, add ng 2. 'Di ba kasi consecutive integers naman ng x, x plus 1 at x plus 2. Next, basahin ulit natin yung problem. 4 years ago, the sum of their ages was 60. So dito na tayo binibigyan ng time frame. Yung dalawang time frames natin ay yung present at 4 years ago. So t at t minus 4. Yung ages ni Alex, Ben at Charlie 4 years ago ay magiging x minus 4, x plus 1 minus 4, at x plus 2 minus 4. At isimplify na lang natin yung dalawang ito. Gawin natin itong x minus 3 at x minus 2. Yan. Next, again, ano ba yung nakasabi sa problem? The sum of their ages was 60. So that means kapag i-add daw natin ito, x minus 4, x minus 3, at x minus 2, ang sum dapat nila ay maging 60. Okay. So next step na tayo, gumawa ng equation. I-add lang natin itong lahat at i-equate siya sa 60. So magkakaroon tayo ng 3x, meron tayong minus 4, minus 3, at minus 2. Ano siya kapag pinag-add natin? This is 7 and 9. So 3x minus 9 is equal to 60. Next, mag-transpose lang tayo. I-simplify natin yung equation and solve for x. Meron tayong 3x is equal to 69. And solving for x, magkakaroon tayo ng x is equal to 23. Okay. Ano dyan si 23? Yun yung si Alex. So Alex is 23 years old. Ben is 24 years old. And Charlie is 25 years old. Now, check natin kung tama ba yung nakuha nating sagot. Nakasabi sa problem na Alex, Ben, and Charlie have ages that are consecutive integers. So, tama naman. 23, 24, and 25 are consecutive integers. Now, 4 years ago, the sum of their ages was 60. I-compute natin yung ages nila 4 years ago. Meron tayong 23 minus 4. This is 19, 20, 21. I-add natin sila. Magkakaroon tayo ng 10, carry 1, 60. Tama. Tama na 60 yung sum ng ages nila 4 years ago. So that means ito yung tamang sagot para sa second problem. Next, example number 3. 2 years ago, Jane was 3 times as old as her daughter. In 5 years, the sum of their ages will be 62. How old are they now? So dito, dalawa lang yung persons involved, si Jane at yung kanyang daughter. Now, yung time frames na binigay ay 2 years ago at 5 years from now. So, ang ilalagay natin dito ay t minus 2 at t plus 5. Okay? So, again, reading the problem. 2 years ago, Jane was 3 times as old as her daughter. Yung daughter yung gagawin nating reference, so this will be x. At si Jane naman ay 3x. Now, in 5 years, the sum of their ages will be 62. Now, ito yon. Dapat daw kapag pinag-add natin yung ages nila in 5 years, dapat maging 62. So, anong ilalagay natin dito? 3x plus 5 ba? Hindi. Kasi, kung mapapansin nyo, yung time frame natin sa unang situation ay 2 years ago. Yung time frame naman natin sa pangalawang situation ay in 5 years or 5 years from now. So, hindi natin dadagdagan ng 5, rather dadagdagan natin ng 7. Kasi yun yung difference between negative 2 at positive 5. Next, ito rin, para sa daughter niya, dadagdagan din natin ng 7. Okay? So, i-add daw natin ito at ang sum niya ay magiging 62. So, simple lang siya. Magiging 4x plus 14 is equal to 62. Now, solving for x, magkakaroon tayo ng 4x is equal to 62 minus 14, or this is 48. And then x would then be equal to 12. Okay, nakuha na natin yung age ng daughter niya na 12. That means si Jane is 36. And last step natin is i-check. Check natin kung yung answers na nakuha natin makes sense. So again, reading the problem. 2 years ago, Jane was 3 times as old as her daughter. Tama naman. 36 is 3 times bigger than 12. Next, in 5 years, the sum of their ages will be 62. So yung nakuha nating sagot dito, yun pala yung ages nila 2 years ago. So kailangan pa nating i-modify yung sagot natin para maging present. So mag-add lang tayo ng 2, magiging 38 at magiging 14. So ito actually yung answer natin. Yan. Tapos continue natin yung checking. In 5 years, the sum of their ages will be 62. So, dagdagan pa natin ng 5 yung current ages nila. 38 plus 5, this is 43. At 14 plus 5, this is 19. So, adding them up, magkakaroon tayo ng 12, 62. Tama. 62 nga yung sum ng ages nila in 5 years. So, that means ang final answer natin ay Jane is 38 years old at yung daughter niya ay 14 years old. Next, for example number 4. The average age of 4 friends is 20 years old. If the oldest friend is twice as old as the youngest, and the other 2 friends are 5 years older than the youngest, how old are they? So, dito sa problem, 4 na yung persons involved. Meron daw tayong group of 4 friends. So, pangalanan na lang natin silang A, B, C, D. Okay. And then next, pili tayo ng reference person or yung person na pinakabata. Nakasabi naman dito na yung oldest friend is twice as old as the youngest. So, pwede nating i-assume na yung D yung youngest at A yung oldest. Gawin nating 2x at x. Next, the other 2 friends are both 5 years older than the youngest. So, si B at C, equal lang yung age nila. They are both x plus 5. So next, yung average age daw ng 4 na yan ay 20 years old. So pwede nating i-apply yung formula for the average, di ba? Ang average ay i-add natin silang lahat. So 2x plus x plus 5 plus x plus 5 plus x. Simplify na lang natin dito. Magkakaroon tayo ng 5x plus 10 all over 4 is equal to 20. Gets yung formula? Average lang ng lahat. So, in-add ko itong lahat, 2x plus x plus x plus x, magiging 5x, at yung constants naman ay magiging 10. Since 4 lahat ng friends, so dinivide ko ng 4, at yung average daw nila ay equal sa 20. So, pwede nating i-isolate si x, multiply natin ng 4 yung both sides, magkakaroon tayo ng 5x plus 10 is equal to 80. Transpose natin si 10, 5x is equal to 70. And solve for x, x is equal to 14. So, 14 daw yung youngest person natin. Lagay natin dito. Kung 14 yung youngest person, yung oldest person naman ay twice that or 28. At yung 2 other friends ay 5 years older than 14 lang. So, they are both 19. Okay, last step, i-check natin kung tama ba yung nakuha nating sagot. Ang average ng 28, 19, 19 at 14, i-add natin sila. 8 plus 9, this is 17 plus 9, 26 plus 4, 30, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yan. 80 yung sum nila, so yung average nila ay 80 over 4 or 20. Tama yung nakuha nating sagot. So, there. And then last question. The ratio of the ages of two sisters is 4:5. In 8 years, the ratio will be 5:6. How old are they now? Okay, so sa problem na ito, gumagamit na tayo ng ratios. Sige, try pa rin nating isolve. Meron tayong two sisters daw. So, pangalanan natin silang A and B. Now, yung two sisters daw natin ay may ratios ng ages na 4:5. Ang gagawin natin dyan, yung unang sister gawin nating 4x at yung pangalawang sister gawin nating 5x. That way, yung ratios nila, sure tayo na 4:5. Now, in 8 years daw. So, yung dalawa yung time frames na binigay. Yung present at 8 years from now. 8 years from now, dagdagan lang natin ng 8. Silang dalawa. So, 4x plus 8, 5x plus 8. So, in 8 years daw, yung bagong ratio nila will be 5:6. Paano natin yun gagawa ng equation? Since ratio pa rin yung pinag-uusapan natin, i-divide natin silang dalawa. Meaning 4x plus 8 at 5x plus 8. At yung bagong ratio daw nila ay equal sa 5/6. Yan, simple as that. Now, paano natin isosolve ito? Mag-cross multiply lang tayo. So, di ba kapag nagko-compare tayo ng fractions para malaman na equal sila, kino-cross multiply natin. So, ito muna, 6 quantity, 4x plus 8. At para naman dito, 5 quantity, 5x plus 8. Okay, simplify natin. Meron tayong 24x plus 48 is equal to 25x plus 40. Next, ilagay natin lahat ng variables sa isang side at lahat ng constants sa another side. Meron tayong x is equal to 48 minus 40. This is 8. Okay. 8 daw si x. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Hindi pa yan yung final answer, ha? Yung ages ng sisters natin ay 4 times 8 or 32 at 5 times 8 or 40. Yun yung present ages nila. Ngayon, last step, i-check natin. Kapag ito yung ages nila, basahin ulit natin yung problem, the ratio daw ng ages ng dalawang sisters ay 4:5. Tama ba kapag dinivide natin yung 32 sa 40? 4:5 yung magiging ratio niya? Check natin. 32 over 40 kung ilo-lowest terms natin ay, yan, divide natin ng 8 yung both sides, magiging 4:5 nga. Now, next sentence, in 8 years, the ratio will be 5:6. Add lang natin ng 8 ito. So, this would become 40 and this will become 48. Now, 40 over 48, ano naman yung simplest form niya? I-divide natin both sides by 8, magkakaroon tayo ng 5:6. Tama. So, ang ibig sabihin, final answer natin ay 32 years old and 40 years old. And that's it. Yun na lahat ng kailangan yung malaman on age problems. So, recommended ko na mag-solve pa kayo ng mag-solve ng other examples after this video kasi doon natin talaga masasabi na master na natin yung subject. If you want more videos like this, you can subscribe sa aming channel and comment below kapag meron kayong gustong topic na i-cover namin for our next video. Again, this is BJ Villafuerte. Thanks for watching.